Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'll be doing a different type of reading today, one that I haven't done before. It will be called an old year versus new year reading. So basically we want to see what things are coming up in the new year for my friend. And we want to see which things she's leaving behind. She will be leaving behind in 2021. So basically, out with the old, in with the new, that type of thing. And I will be doing it in 3 parts. Part 1 will be the old year. Part 2 will be the new year. And then in part 3, I will get some final messages. So I'll be doing 6 cards for the old year, 6 cards for the new year. And I will be clarifying those 6 cards. And then, as I said in part 3, we will see what other messages Spirit has for you. So what will my friend be leaving behind in 2021? It feels like, I don't want to say heavy energy, but I feel like there's definitely something that you're releasing, something that you will be releasing before the end of the year, so that you can start the year on a clean slate. There will be a fresh new start for you. Wow. All right. Interesting. There's the 8 of Wands that always comes up for you. Also keep in mind now that the meanings of the cards depend on the reading you're doing. So where this card traditionally will mean incoming communication or the arrows of love, in this particular instance, it will not necessarily mean that specific thing. I will explain to you in a short while what I mean, but basically we have to look at the question we're asking and we have to look at the meaning. We have to see the context. So it's not saying that you're leaving communication behind. That's not it. Trying too hard is what I'm hearing immediately. In the new year, you will no longer be trying hard to please people. Trying too hard to please people. Right, Ace of Pentacles. Okay, that's interesting. We will see how this ties in because I did ask Spirit to give me the old year first. But if Spirit wants to give me new year, or if Spirit is saying in some way the meanings are a bit different, we'll see. Because aces are all about new beginnings. So I just feel like when there's a new beginning, it can't be speaking about the old, right? But let's see. King of Swords reversed. Okay. Very interesting. Someone who was not communicating. Alright, 9 of Cups. Two of Swords, indecision. That's a good one. That's a great thing to be leaving behind. Indecision. Maybe by the end of the year, you'll have a clear or better idea of what you want to do in terms of like a life path or a career. That's what I'm already seeing with the Pentacles energy. And then the Moon. The Moon is also in this case speaking about doubt and uncertainty and things not being clear. Alright, at the bottom of the deck, wow. Okay, just look at that for 1 second. Keep in mind that when I do the new year, I am going to put all these cards back in the deck so that I can pull them all a second time if the universe wants it to be that way. So when this comes up in a reading like this, it's not saying you're leaving love behind. It's actually saying that something will be carried through into the new year because perhaps it's the start of something new. That's what I'm getting here. Underneath that card anyways, you have the Fool reversed and the Chariot reversed, which is great. It's great that they're reversed in this case because it's saying that there will be new opportunities coming up. There will be movement. You're done with not making progress. You're done with a situation that was no longer moving forward, or a situation where you could not see forward movement or progress. All right, so let's see what we have here, what you're leaving behind in the old here. And just keep in mind that Spirit sometimes does give me things mixed around. I mean, even in this case of my friend for whom I'm doing this reading, she has had things come up for her in a completely weird order. Like things that are showing up now happened a long time ago. And the initial readings that I did for her, the very first readings, are things that are happening now. If that makes sense. It's like Spirit was showing it back to front. So I don't know if this is showing me the new year or a little bit of the new year. And I have not done this type of reading before. So how I will interpret it is both can be the old and the new. So both parts 1 and 2 can pertain to the old year and the new year. Right, what I'm seeing here is that you're leaving behind the need to please people. You just want to be yourself. You want freedom. You want to be you. It's kind of like, I am who I am, take it or leave it. I'm no longer going to try and get into people's good books. I just want to be me. Especially in a work situation with the Ace of Pentacles, I feel like even if you stay in your current job in the new year, I feel like it will be a new beginning mentally and emotionally for you because you're no longer trying to please people. You're focusing on yourself, and you know that certain things need to be done in order for you to keep your sanity and your peace, especially in a work situation. So you're not willing to change just to please other people. Then with the King of Swords reversed, now I'm picking up a few different things from this kind of energy. First of all, it could be a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius person. But then secondly, I'm feeling like it could be someone who did not want to communicate with you. Wow, I'm hearing different meanings as I'm speaking, and I can't speak fast enough. I can't get the meaning across fast enough. So you'll have to bear with me. I sometimes get messages jumbled. This is possibly a male figure who abandoned you. You and I both know who this is. Someone who cut you off in the past, and you're feeling like you've dealt with whatever needed to be dealt with. You've made peace with it. You've forgiven this individual, and you've healed. And you feel like that part of you want to leave behind in the old year. You want to move on. You don't want this person's past hurts to have a leaving impact on you forever, for the rest of your life. You want to move on from that person. Another meaning could be you're done with people that are not serious. You're done with guys on social media who just want to speak to you and you're not interested in them. I feel like this whole year you've had these people popping up on your social media wanting to talk, wanting to bombard you with love messages, commenting on your photos, stunning, beautiful, amazing, all these weird things. You're done with all that. I feel like you're standing your ground, and you've actually said to yourself, when these people pop up in the new year, I'm just going to be blocking them left, right, and center. I'm not even going to get involved. I'm not going to go into a debate. I'm just done. I'm done with people wanting to speak to me when I don't want to speak to them. Or then it could be a male figure who has not communicated with you much, and you're feeling like maybe you just want to not focus on them to such an extent that it controls your whole life. You kind of just want to surrender, because maybe you've been doing the one you've been the one who has been communicating. You've been doing the communication or the communicating. Gosh, I can't speak. I'm sorry, it's just I hear spirit giving me messages and then I'm trying to like listen and speak at the same time. Maybe let me take a sip of coffee. Alright, so this is you sitting pretty, being satisfied, being quite content, being grateful. But when it comes up in a reading like this, it's saying maybe in the new year you will be stepping out of your comfort zone and making a decision regarding something important. And you know what? It could be related to a new job. When I say new job, it doesn't have to be your main stream of income. I'm also seeing the number 2 with the 2 of Swords. So you could be looking at staying in your current job, but looking at doing something for an extra income, like starting your own business or something like what I'm doing, reading tarot cards for people. And maybe it's something that you didn't even picture yourself doing, because the moon is about trusting your intuition, and it's about things that were hidden that will be revealed. So maybe before the end of the year, there will be something that pops up for you, an opportunity that pops up for you, which you previously overlooked, and you'll say, my gosh, why did I not consider this before? Kind of like, wow, this is really a good idea. Let me look into it further. Or then ultimately it could be just a new job offer coming in. Could also be a promotion or an increase in your salary. But let us move on to part 2. I am going to be putting all these cards back in the deck, reshuffling, and I'm going to do part 2. Stay tuned.